Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review I Still Believe. And I took my mom to see this. This is the last film I got to see in theaters before all the shutdowns from the coronavirus. And my mom was super excited to see this. Never been a huge fan of super religious films, and a lot of the times they feel very manipulative and just overall there's like a sheen about them. They feel like a made-for-TV, like Lifetime or Hallmark kind of movie. And there are some times where this film feels a little manipulative, very preachy, and from a filmmaking perspective, very much like this looks really artificially clean everywhere, kind of, which most of the film does look like that. There are some scenes where it goes to some places and shows like a darker side, and that life can be a little messy, but in general, the chemistry between KJ Apa and Britt Robertson in this, it's so tangible. I really cared about the relationship and their chemistry with each other and this budding relationship. I really cared. And they really had me invested, and I think that's the most important thing to keep you grounded in this film. And there are some strong, important messages of faith, and like this is a really good story. And it's a tough story because it's challenging in terms of things happen that would make you question your faith. And this film, for the most part, does handle those themes and ideas in a meaningful way. It could be, like I said, a little preachy, a little manipulative, but in general, the two characters are fleshed out and you care about them so much. And it's interesting because they're so fleshed out, and a lot of the other characters in this had so much potential and are so underdeveloped. Like Shania Twain and Gary Sinise play KJ Apa's parents, which this whole film's about Jeremy Camp, who's like a Christian rock star. And his parents, they each get a scene. Like that obligatory, here's a scene for you. But it's like every other scene, they're kind of just there. They might get a line of dialogue. Gary Sinise gets a little zinger towards the beginning of the movie. And like Britt Robertson's character, her sister seems to be a really important character but doesn't get much to do. And throughout the beginning of the film, they have this friend who, played by Nathan Parsons, who's like a bigger part. And towards the end, he's just kind of like sporadically there to move some plot points along. But in general, I think this is an important story. It's a nice story. It's a feel-good story, and it'll make you feel uplifted. And honestly, the music's pretty beautiful and pretty solid music. I enjoyed it. But those are my thoughts on I Still Believe. I think it's, if you're definitely not into like Christian kinds of films and you're going to be adverse to hearing a lot about God and stuff like that, there's a lot. So it's either you get over that and just enjoy the story, or this probably isn't for you. But in general, I think this is a powerful story and a good story and an important story with some great themes. Might not be handled in the most cinematic and interesting of ways, but KJ Apa and Britt Robertson really make it worth watching. And those are my thoughts on I Still Believe. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for supporting your Wasteland reviewer.